Hello little fishies, it's Lisa the Jellyfish Mermaid here, and at Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium we'd like to wish you a very happy World Turtle Day. Now I'm going to be reading a story to you all. It's called Journey of the Sea Turtle by Mark Wilson. Oh, it looks beautiful, and look at the colours, they sort of match my dress. Well, let's get into it. The sun was setting beyond a wide coral reef. Shadow birds hovered and swooped above the waves. Look at those birds. Look like they're having fun around there. As darkness fell, a mother turtle crept slowly up the beach. She dug a deep hole to lay her eggs. Before dawn, she would gently cover the eggs with sand and then return to the sea. There she is. Oh, look, she's laid her eggs. You can see they're deep underground. In time, little hatchlings emerged to dig their way up through the sand. Wow, good digging, little turtles. Great work. Many began the journey across the open beach, but the shadow birds were waiting. They've got to be very careful. You can see the shadow birds. And there's a little baby turtle. One little hatchling reached the water's edge. Yes, there it is. She splashed into the shallows and swam out to the sea. Look, all the creatures are watching her. She's having a lot of fun. Over many years, she grew bigger and stronger, joining the other turtles for the great migration. There she is. When the summer sun once again warmed the sea, she was ready to lay her eggs, returning to the beach of her ancestors. The shadow birds were nowhere in sight. That's good, there she goes. She's gonna go and lay her eggs. Oh no, there's a whole bunch of people on the beach that she would usually lay her eggs. Oh, that's terrible. There was nowhere for her to lay her eggs. Oh dear. She drifted into the warm currents, returning many times to the same beach. There were no shadow birds and still nowhere to lay her eggs. Time came once again for the great migration. She left to face the dangers of the open sea. Oh, here we go. Let's see, is she going to be all right? Uh-oh. Diving for jellyfish in the waters of the coral sea, her flippers became tangled in a cray pot line. Not able to swim properly, she could not hunt. She drifted helplessly and alone in the ocean currents. Oh, the poor thing. Can't get much worse than that, can it? Uh-oh. Summer storms began to tear at the sea. Look at that, it's quite crazy, isn't it? She became weaker and desperate for food. The sharp coral of a reef began to cut and bruise her body. Not good. But the coral had also loosened the wires that were slowly drowning her. She was free. Oh my goodness, there she is. She's swimming away, nice and free, not tangled up anymore. When the storm passed, she looked up into the sky. There were shadow birds, and there beyond the reef. Can you guess what's beyond the reef? Ready? Let's find out together. Oh my goodness, she could see a long stretch of golden sand. That is a beautiful ending to such a gorgeous story. But look, on here I can see something. It is actually estimated that only 1 in 1,000 baby loggerhead turtles from one nesting beach near Bundaberg in Queensland will survive life at sea to return in 30 years as a nesting adult. There are currently fewer than 600 loggerhead turtles nesting annually on the east coast of Australia. Wow! Now for World Turtle Day, remember, that if you're using plastic or anything like that, you have to try and reuse it as much as you can. And there's some other things that you can do to look after turtles from home as well that you can look into and maybe talk with your parents about. Now this book, we actually got to read it today. The reading was made with permission from Journey of the Sea Turtle by Mark Wilson, Hachette Children's Group 2012. Well, thank you so much for listening and happy World Turtle Day. See you later, little fishies.